turn this on. Hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here. Good Lord, it's it is it is the 10th of July, July 10th, 2017, Monday at 04:45 in the morning. Oh, it sure seems earlier than that. It's been a very strange night. Notice there's no purple beverage in my hand here right now. Last night, my good neighbor Liz, I'm going to get a t-shirt that says, "My good neighbor Liz," and give it to her. Came over, and I thought that they had been out of town for a while. And she and Henry had been out of town for a while doing election stuff, you know, because he does liquor, you know, he tries to get liquor options on the ballot and then pass them and so forth. And she helps him, and they have a group of people that work for them, and work for him rather, and most of it's in the northeast part of the state. You know, normally you go out in the evening, you see the Henry out with a dog or something, and cars coming and going, but I hadn't seen any activity with it for a while, so I had known that this was going to be a really sort of a big push this weekend, so I didn't think too much of it. And they got home and they're fine. And to make it easier, I'm going to just use this guy's first name, because it makes it a lot easier if you talk about the guy with his first name. Now, I told her about the situation with Sam, who I talked about earlier in other videos on this channel, recent videos. I won't read his material, other than to say that I had said, you know, earlier in the morning, which started around 8 this morning, I said that the only thing on the agenda was I was going to do my Sunday Skype with Tony Pincham, and which we ended up doing. And he said, "Say hi to him for me," and I said, "I shall." And then around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, Liz called me and said, "You want some company, or come on over, or, you know, can I come over?" and so forth. I said, "Sure, of course." And she came over and we talked, and then I was telling her about Sam, and but while I was talking with her at 20:56, meaning 4 till 9 last night, Sam texted me and he says, "How was your day?" And I said, "Just fine. Liz is here. I'm telling her about you. You know, I miss you a lot." And he says, "Telling all of the good things, I hope." Okay. I said, "No question." And then I said, and here it gets a bit dicey. I said, "No question, may I call you my boyfriend?" Okay. No reply. And then, oh, there's a black dot there. I don't know, maybe, I don't know where that black dot came in. Maybe Sam sent the black dot, but it's on my side, so I don't know how that works. No, that was before, so hell, I don't know. So anyway, at 11:06, 23:06, Liz had just left, so I said, Liz left. We're having lunch after she pays her real estate taxes tomorrow. And then I say, perhaps rather pathetically, I say, please let me say you are my boyfriend. Okay. At that point, I went to bed. On the other hand, I left the phone open by the bedside. But I went to bed. So I wake up. Gosh, it must have been, when did I wake up? I woke up around 2:30 at that point. So at 2:30 I wake up, and even though it's in the thread that's labeled 11:06, Sam has replied. I won't read you his reply. So then I wrote him an email reply, which I'll read to you. And I say, you're going to have to, then at 1:44, after all this gets, written and so forth, or while I'm writing it, said, you're going to have to look at the actual email for this. Then I write the email. That's at 1:44. At 2:51, I've sent the email, and I say, extended email just on its way. I love you, Sam, you're Joe. And then at 4:13, thinking that at 4:13 I would be able to go to bed, which I tried, but no, that didn't work. Now to bed. Long day. I appreciate your opening up. I love you, your boyfriend. Okay. Well, that's the phone text things. But the thing is, the key thing to remember is after, I say we're going to have lunch after she pays her taxes. Please let me say you're my boyfriend. I went to sleep. And then there's a bunch of other stuff comes in from Sam, which I honest to God did not see until around, 1:30 or so. Maybe, yeah, probably around 1:30, yeah. Yeah, 1:30, I'd say about 1:30. That sort of disconnect is not unusual here, and never has been, actually. Even when I was ever since I've been a kid, frankly, so. Anyway, so I wrote this, and I sent it at 2:50. I'll leave out stuff. And I said, I just saw your reply from 23:06. Liz was here when you chimed in at 20:56, the 9th of July. This was written this morning, and 23:06 references the 10. 23:06 references the 9th. Okay, so we're crossing a date line here, guys. Sir, I did not see this or realize what was going on until around 00:30 or so on 10 July. I have to remember that Liz and I will have lunch today after her tax session. I got it written down on the table here. Well, on the piece of paper on the table. Sam said he had seen some sort of Tumblr stuff. Lord knows what sort of Tumblr stuff you saw. I have about 10 of my own pictures on that Tumblr thing. I vaguely remember saying as a wishful thinking caption that I had sent or was going to send, quote, this picture to my boyfriend, unquote. Certainly nothing of you or your body, etc. Heck, I don't have any of that stuff anyway. And then, you see, I've never had a boyfriend, or anyone in my life I could call a boyfriend. It's rather a neat term and word if you think about it. No image of you. This email was directed towards Sam. No email of you is on the internet up there for me, if that is what you were driving at. I said I would not do that, so I would not and will not do that. I was heartened to see that you would like me to call me your boyfriend. I also saw that you referred to, and here we get to the point. I also saw that you referred to your closeted home life. Yeah, he is. He's 28, and he's at a watershed, guys. Here I stand, I can do no other. I lived a double life of lies. Hearken unto me, ye who are living in the closet, who are older than, say, 23. Because this is a matter of life and death. I'm very serious. A matter of life and death. You know, it's like Deuteronomy, I think it's 30 or is it 18? It's 30, I think. Maybe it's 18. I hold before you life and death. Here I stand, I can do no other. I lived a double life of lies while trying to be as honest as possible for years until it's either come out and be honest or shoot myself in the head. I'd bought the gun. I've talked about that before. I cannot know, without having met your family, and I'm addressing Sam now, what the internal dynamic is of your family. But I can say with a great deal of assurance that however well-intentioned the web of Sam not able to be Sam is, because we care about him and he won't tell us what he is really thinking and wanting, is, down that road lies hell and death, either real in the ground death, or I'm not Sam anymore death. Or I'm not Sam anymore death. I'll hold my closet years in my family right up against any man's closeted family experience. It's hell. Just that. Hell. And lies. And it messes you up. And eventually it messes you up permanently. I almost waited too long. Think carefully and long and hard about which path you go down and which dead-end door you open. Hearken unto me, all ye who are still in the closet, at much past the age of 23. I know whereof I speak. So what am I thinking? To answer Sam's question, I am thinking, no, I know. And this man is the first human being I've ever said this to. And you are the first human being I've ever said this to. I love you. Yes, we've only known each other a short while, but I know. Sam, I won't give his full name. I, Joe Kersey, love you, period. I would never do anything deliberately to hurt you. Never do anything knowingly to hurt you or humiliate you. I want nothing more than to help you and make you feel whole and good and safe. So, Sam, I, Joe Kersey, love you. I will never hurt you. Assuming I can control what is going on. So I'm going to assume that I can call you my boyfriend. If that is the case, I'll delete my Grindr stuff and won't fool around with anyone else. I've never been fully true and faithful to anyone before, but then that was never part of the deal before. Dear Sam, I have more I want to say and declare, but we really need to get to know each other more fully. Please do not let this distract you. Well, he's doing a motorcycle ride across the United States. Okay. Please don't let this distract you from a great trip and a great ride. I can't help it, nor do I wish to, that I love you. And more than that, if the truth be told. Here I stand. I can do and be no other. I love you, Sam. You were my boyfriend. God bless you. I hope you're good. Your Joe. Happy Monday morning, YouTubers.